Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive exclusive viewers. 10 months after the RG car rape case, another gang rape horror from Bengal has numbed India. This bone-chilling case has come to the fore from a law college in Kolkata. A first-year college student was allegedly gang raped by 3 people on Wednesday. Times Now has accessed the complaint filed by the victim and her family to the police, details of which will curdle your blood. The victim claims that she begged for mercy, cried and even fell to the accused's feet, but they did not listen. Here's what she said in her complaint. Let's quickly look at what has been stated. She says, was asked to prove my loyalty, and this is of course one of the statements she has made in her complaint letter. The accused forced himself upon me in the washroom, pushed him, cried and asked him to let me go, but that did not happen. Touched his feet, he did not let me go. Forcefully taken to the guard room as well is what she has stated. She was raped, blackmailed after being shown a video, and even threatened. He threatened to kill my boyfriend is what the complainant says. Recorded the videos while raping me is also another shocking statement that is coming in from the victim over here. She was threatened, and the entire videos of her in that position would have been spread by the accused as well as others, and other two watched while she was getting raped. These are some of the shocking statements he has made. She has made, in fact, saying that he hit me with a hockey stick, laid there like a dead body. These are some of the shocking statements. He finished himself and then just left. And there are other accused as well who very much are part of those who are accused in this entire case. In fact, it's not one accused, Manojit Mishra. There's also Zeb Ahmeda as well as Pramit Mukhopadhyay, who are amongst those who have been accused as far as this entire gang rape is concerned. Now, while of course this crime is extremely shocking, there are now pictures coming in of Manojit, this individual here, Manojit Mishra, which have in fact raised questions about the individuals. Who are these persons? One is of course Manojit Mishra, who's aged 31, as we've been telling you. The second accused is Zeb Ahmeda, aged 19 years. Pramit Mukhopadhyay is the third accused, aged 20 years. These are the 3 persons against whom these charges have been leveled. All the 3 accused have been arrested and sent to police custody till the 1st of July. The mastermind of the crime is of course Manojit, a former student of this college who is also working as a staff member. Of course, he has been arrested, and soon after, his affiliation with the ruling party, the TMC, has started doing the rounds. Manojit was the president of the TMC youth wing in the same college, and his Facebook bio also confirms it. Even the BJP has released pictures of Manojit with TMC leaders, including Abhishek Banerjee, as you can see. He is with Chandrama Bhattacharya, a close aide of Mamata Banerjee, and over here with TMC councillor and Mamata Banerjee's sister-in-law Kajari Banerjee is of course this picture over here that we see. And these are some of the posts that have been put out by the BJP, by the IT cell chief Amit Malviya as well. Let's quickly take a look at some of the reactions coming in, because the BJP is slamming the deteriorating law and order in the state.
कोलकाता पुलिस ने तो पूरा नहीं चले गए लोग तो नहीं दिखाए জামা খুলিয়ে এই রাজ্যের মুখ্যমন্ত্রী চেয়ারে থাকার যোগ্যতা নেই আমরা এই সুস্থে কাজ করছি এবং খুব বড় জিনিস হবে বড় বড় হবে
मुख्यमंत्री हमेशा रेप की घटना को छोटी घटना बोलती है और हमेशा इसको दबाने की कोशिश करती है, तो इस समय यही हो। मुख्यमंत्री हमेशा रेप की घटना को छोटी घटना बोलती है और हमेशा इसको दबाने की कोशिश करती है, तो इस समय यही हो।
Well, this is a crime that is bone-chilling, but the response of the ruling TMC shows their sickening mentality. TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee has blamed the victim instead. He says that women should be careful with whom they go out with, and it is impossible for police to ensure security in every college.
কে করেছে? সহপাঠীরা করেছে। হ্যাঁ, প্রাক্তনরা ঢুকলো কি করে? তাদের সঙ্গে নিঃসন্দেহে প্রাক্তনরা যখন ঢোকে তখন সেই নিঃসন্দেহে কিছু লিঙ্ক আছে। প্রাক্তনও আর যাই হোক, সে তো ছাত্র, সে তো পুরুষ। সেই পুরুষদের বিরুদ্ধে কেন মহিলারা লড়ছে না? জায়গায় কি পুলিশ দাঁড়িয়ে থাকবে? আপনারা বলছেন যে প্রতিটা ইনস্টিটিউশনে পুলিশ দাঁড়িয়ে থাকবে, এটা তো হয় না। তাহলে যারা ঘুরছে, যাদের সঙ্গে ঘুরছে, তাদেরও ঠিক করা উচিত কাদের সঙ্গে ঘুরছে, কাদের সঙ্গে ঘুরছে না।
All right, and we have in fact accessed the FIR copy in this entire case. It's breaking right now. In fact, the FIR details are out with Times Now, which detail the horror of this entire story. In fact, various sections that have in fact been registered, and in fact all of those details there on your copy, where of course the letter of complaint has been given as well. The police station also mentioned over there, Kasba, and of course the name has only been identified as A. The FIR has named the accused persons as well. Ridhita, take us through the details of the FIR. What can you share with us?
Absolutely, as this horrific incident took place on the night of 25th of June on Thursday, arrest after which has happened yesterday. Firstly, Manojit Mishra and Zaid Ahmed was arrested, and after which last night, the midnight at around 12:30, Prita Mukhopadhyay has also been arrested. Now, as we get a shocking revelation from this complaint copy that this very girl studying in this prominent law college, which has also earlier surfaced, has come into the news for incidents of ragging, has now come up for rape. So she has stated very clearly that she was hit with a hockey stick. Her partner was threatened that to be killed. Her parents, she was threatened that her parents would be arrested, and also while she was being raped, her videos were allegedly made, which was about to be surfaced if she would have opened her mouth to somebody else. As the report claims, she had made her call to her father after this chilling event happened between 7:30 to 8:30, after which around 10:30 did she call her father. The first GD was filed in the Kasba police station the very next morning, after which quick arrests.
Well, Ridhita, we'll certainly have to get some answers politically speaking. There's a lot of accountability, because there cannot be a similar pattern of leaders of the ruling party engaged in such kind of heinous crimes, and this is the second incident this year that we've been reporting. Of course, RG Kaur was late last year, but within the span of 12 months, or 10 months rather, second such shocking incident involving a leader, or at least somebody affiliated at some level with the TMC. That's of course something that raises a question. In fact, earlier also there were charges of a cover-up in the last episode. In this episode, of course, the fact that he was part earlier of the youth wing, or at least as far as this college is concerned, raises very, very serious questions. At least politically, those are the charges that are being leveled. Thanks so much, Ridhita, for joining us. Let's quickly take it across to our guests with us. Dr. Kaushal Mishra, spokesperson of the BJP. Gargi Nandi Roy is political analyst. Arka Kumar Nag is also political analyst. Asif Ansari, political analyst, also joining us. Let me start with you first. Arka Nag, do you defend the statement of Kalyan Banerjee? He says that women should be careful about who they are going out with, and that they can't ensure security in every college.
Well, first, let me tell you, when Kalyan Banerjee was asked this question, he was amidst a program which was taking place in Mahesh, which is a normal, as you know, today is a festival day. So perhaps I do not know what he wanted to say and what is being projected. The point is, we are not supporting this. This boy perhaps was a part of the party or not, we do not know.
Are you disputing that he has made this comment, sir? Yes or no?
No, I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing that.
So then, sir, just come out and condemn it if you don't agree. What is the trouble in doing that?
No, what I am trying to say is...
No, do you agree or disagree? Before you, what you want to say, do you agree or disagree with that comment?
No, it is not for me to agree or disagree.
Of course it is. You don't have an opinion.
He is a member of parliament. His opinion is his.
So you disagree with him. Say that you disagree with him, sir. Take a stand.
Perhaps you have invited me to hear my version. And
yes, I am asking you to take a stand vis-a-vis the statement made by an insensitive comment made by Mr. Kalyan Banerjee after this heinous crime. Are you going to sit here and say that that is his comment? I don't want to take a stand.
Kalyan Banerjee did not put any responsibility on the victim. What Mr. Banerjee wanted to say, it was loud and clear. He said that even women should stand up to people who are trying to victimize them. And it is always that we are supporting the women if they are getting protesting against any person. As you see in this case, also in the RG Kaur case, when the complaints were filed, it was the Bengal police which acted first. It was the Kolkata police which took people into custody. In RG Kaur, after several months,
Mamata Banerjee has to make every statement. Then why is Kalyan Banerjee there? Anyway, Gargi Nandi Roy wants to respond to you. Gargi Nandi Roy.
Yes, thank you, Madhav, for inviting. Madhav, this is TMC's character. They have always maligned the rape victim. If you remember the Park Street case, how Kakuli Ghosh Dostidar maligned in Hashkhali. how the CM called that the young girl, maybe she was having an affair, maybe she was pregnant. So it is nothing new. And here what we have seen, it was not only a rape, it was political brutality. She was called in the union room, asked to prove her loyalty to the TMC union. The guards, imagine the guards were asked to leave. Imagine the situation. So even the guards were forced to listen to this boy. And this Zaib Ahmed who raped and the other two stood there and observed that. So this we have seen that sex has been used as a political tool. Is this happening for the first time also? No. In 2021 also, all the opponent women, so many women were raped. In which state have you seen after a victory, women of the opposite party is raped? But it happened in Bengal. It is shameful that in Bengal, sex has been used as a political tool. It is shameful and we have seen that. So it is nothing new and these people are from TMC union. Manojit is close to Abhishek Banerjee. Accept that. Manojit is close to Abhishek Banerjee, Chandrima and Kajari Banerjee. Isn't that a reality? So the TMC party have always protected these kind of goons because this kind of goons help TMC win elections.
Okay, this kind of exploitation, this kind of forced acts and this heinous gang rape, the very fact that it had to happen in official space really shows how it is being used as a political tool. That's the charge of Gargi. Respond to that, Arkanag.
I am making one thing extremely clear, that this has happened. It is not only shameful, it is shocking and sickening, and I am looking forward to the fact that the Calcutta police will be given the opportunity to file the charge sheets and conclude the criminal trial, because if it goes to any other investigation like RG court, the person will not be convicted and will not be awarded with the capital punishment. But if it is with the Calcutta police, I am certainly believe that it will go into capital punishment.
Okay, let me bring in some of the other...
covered up, please. We all know how it was covered up, how many people were involved. Okay, no,
and the CBI did not come up with the covering up story, Madam Roy. The CBI, why the CBI did not file a charge sheet with regard to the covering up? Did the CBI take money for that?
Yes,
the CBI could have come.
Sir, in this case, at least the CBI is not there. We'll come to the CBI. Let's first discuss the political aspects of this. Just look at the kind of crime that has taken place. Mr. Asif Ansari, I'm going to read out from the complaint letter. He called me outside the union room, asked me about my loyalty towards J and the unit. I promised him to provide my loyalty and the team, and I was appointed as the girls' secretary. I gave him faith of my support. Then we went back to the union room and asked me about certain things. And then he goes on to commit this kind of forced act of rape. And of course, the two other members also present over there. You know, what kind of a situation is this where one is asked to provide loyalty and then goes out and carries such a heinous act? This is bound to get political, Asif Ansari, any which way you look at it.
Well, Madhav, the incident is really deplorable and disasterful. And we have seen that the RG rape case, what has happened, instantly the West Bengal government has passed a bill, a Prajita bill, where they accused us going to be directly a death penalty for that, if any rape and murder case is being done. So if any politics should not be done on the pretext of rape, which is really an unfortunate thing which are having, because the dissent is the core fundamental part of democracy. But you cannot be a dissent on the rape cases. You need to be a uniform and have a collective idea against the rapist. It could not be of any party, and this is really a social element, is a social problem of this society.
Sir, I am sorry, I disagree with you very, very strongly, Mr. Asif Ansari. First of all, you have not taken a position on what Kalyan Banerjee said. You condemn it. And B, if this happens inside a union room, then why should it not be political?
Because it is not particular, any particular Chhatra Parishad cannot represent the TMC party. There is an individual thing, because many of the, like BJP party in Hathras, what happened? In Badlapur, what happened? I am not justifying the fact that if it is happening in Bengal, the same thing has happened in Badlapur or Hathras, I am going to justify with two bad incidents.
Sir, we have definitely debated all these episodes, and we have certainly held those ruling parties in those states, whether it's Hathras or any of the other cases, equally responsible. Nobody is running away from that. And please certainly don't say that on this channel. We have reported all those cases. Now, will the TMC take responsibility for it? And will you take responsibility for insensitive statements made by leaders like Kalyan Banerjee?
Let the probe happens properly. It's
probe into what?
Daytime.
You want to probe into Kalyan Banerjee? You don't know what he has said?
To probe into the incident.
Mr. Asif Ansari, do you know what Mr. Kalyan Banerjee has said, yes or no?
Only by one person, you cannot malign the whole
Mr. Kalyan Banerjee has made an insensitive comment. Do you condemn that, yes or no?
I didn't go through about his comment properly.
Well, you should have heard the bulletin earlier. It's on air. In fact, we can make you listen to it. If you watch the channel, you will see what they do. Girls should know who they're going out with and that they cannot provide security and police at every college. That's the state of affairs. Law and order happens to be a state subject. He, as a member of the ruling party, should know that, given that he's also a lawyer.
Definitely,
let me take this across to...
Madhav, that is acceptable.
What is acceptable?
They are acceptable that the law and order should be taken care by the government. But any...
So why is Mr. Banerjee not doing it?
What Mr. Banerjee, that is a very personal thing of Mr. Banerjee.
It's a personal thing. He's a member of parliament. There is nothing personal about what a member of parliament says. Especially when he makes a shocking, insensitive statement. Is the party going to take angle on him? Let's quickly take Kaushal Mishra. Kaushal Mishra, it's a personal comment of Mr. Kalyan Banerjee.
Madhav, if the incident was explained to him and then if response is like that, it shows that they are clearly violative of humanity. Mr. Kalyan Banerjee is not a normal citizen. He is representing in parliament, TMC. He is a member of parliament. He represents a section of society, whole society even. Member of parliament is not meant for any state. It is meant for whole country. And if the member of parliament saying is like that, it is as heinous as this crime was. My problem is that politics should not happen on any crime, any rape incidents. But unfortunately, if the political pressure comes to protect to them who are accused, if politics is coming to save the accused, then there is a problem. And if there is Sandesh Khali, if there is Chopar Dinapur, if there is RG Medical College incidents and followed by these incidents, it shows that the West Bengal is full of independence of women, what I have heard. And everybody knows how much independent women in the West Bengal. And if this is happening in West Bengal under the supremacy, Mrs. Mamata Banerjee, it is most unfortunate. And unfortunately, Mamata Banerjee is not coming out and condemning this statement, and Mr. Kalyan Banerjee and here the people are sitting and trying to protect the TMC government. This is most unfortunate thing. In my opinion, Mamata Banerjee comes forward and do some action against that member and also against Mr. Kalyan Banerjee. Kalyan Banerjee always try to do mischievous things like this. Sometimes he make comment on vice president in the parliament. I don't know how the person is.
You want to respond to that, Asif Ansari? And remember something, it's not in any personal capacity. He was asked a question as a member of parliament. As a member of parliament, he has a certain responsibility, Asif Ansari.
Because definitely, Madhav, he has a responsibility. But what he has said, that is a precautionary measure. That he
precautionary measure.
That is a precautionary measure. And
हम हर कॉलेज में पुलिस से प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं. That's a precautionary measure.
That is an advisory.
Utterly shameful. Utterly shameful. That's all one can say. And this is what a member of parliament has to say today on a day that such a heinous crime has taken place. There's not an iota of sensitivity or sympathy in that statement of that man. And I think the party would do very well to look at that comment of Mr. Kalyan Banerjee. Let's leave it there. Dr. Kaushal Mishra, Gargi Nandi Roy, Arka Kumar Nag, Asif Ansari, thanks so much for joining us this evening.